Good day to all of you. Shout out to our new subscribers and thank you very much to those who follow our uploaded videos. I hope your support will continue. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's start. On a lost and lonely highway, east of Omaha, one time I was hitchhiking up north of Colorado. I just got past Waverly. Along the way, a kind stranger gave me a ride for about 45 minutes, and I found myself outside some place in Wyoming. It was just a side road truck stop, the kind that just served truckers later that kind of time of night. And acting like I owned the place, I walked right in. I opened the screen door, and I went inside. Some kind traveler had given me a little bit of money. It was probably about $45, and feeling like some king of the world, I ordered myself a steak with some mashed potatoes and some gravy, a side of green beans. I sat and ate my dinner, feeling pretty good, when this trucker came in. He glanced nervously all about the bar, and then finding me, he walked right up to me and put his hand on my shoulder. I looked at his hand, then I looked at his face. He withdrew his hand, as if my shoulder had grown teeth. I looked up him with a smile, and said, "Can I help you?" He said, "Are you traveling up north tonight?" I said, "Well, I was planning on it, probably walking through the night." The trucker said I wouldn't do that if I was you. He looked like he was about to shit himself. With a questioning look on my face, I said, "Why not?" The waitress said, "Sal, he doesn't know." The trucker, his eyes wide, they were almost bugging out. He looked down at me, and he then said there was a camper found on the side of the road. There was nobody in it. The police walked off in the desert of Wyoming. There, in the middle of nowhere for scores of miles, and after about 45 paces, they found their dead bodies. One was an old man, the other an old woman, and a little Shih Tzu dog, all buried in shallow graves in the sand. Even the dog's eyes were missing. I looked down at my food, no longer hungry for it. I started to push myself away from the bar. The trucker asked me once again, "Are you still traveling up north?" As soon as he said that, the air seems to get thick. All of a sudden, it was a simple battle just to be able to breathe. Sweat grew up on my brow, and I felt my feet almost seemed to stagger as I got up from the bar. I asked the lady for a to-go box. I started slowly walking towards the screen door. On a jukebox, all of a sudden the song came up. On a lost and lonely highway, east of Omaha, my feet felt like it was walking through some kind of invisible mud. As I tried to get out, tried to get somewhere else other than this place. The air felt so heavy, I almost couldn't breathe. I thought about my little girl down in Aurora, Colorado. I knew if I died out in this desert somewhere where she knew I would never ever be, that she would never even know if anyone would even find my body if I was to die out here. I started to sweat, but it was almost a cold, clammy sweat, if you know what I mean. In that slow walk asleep toward the door, I heard the waitress say, "Be careful out there. It's probably somebody out there praying for you." You have to remember this was 1986. Hitchhiking wasn't as dangerous as it is nowadays. If you hitchhike nowadays, you're probably going to die, because there's so many psychopaths out there with your name on it. I left that trucker dive. I walked for about a mile and a half. I found an abandoned trailer on the side of the road. I crawled up in it. I found the furthest corner that I could find. Laying there among old spider webs and leaves, crying, I went to sleep. I was too young to feel this way, but at that moment, I felt the ancientness of the world, of how cold the night could truly be. If you want to share your scary story, just email ytstarvlogshorrorstories@gmail.com.